sometimes we get impatient with ourselves and we say to ourselves, you know, I should be past this point, right? I should be, drawing the ear by now. But, really taking your time, double checking those proportions, making sure those negative shapes work with you, will pay off so much in the end. It's about to slink away into the bushes. If you want to see this critter again, do a Google image search for mountain lion. That's what I did last night. Let's try it with this one. Remember that sort of the proportions of how really sort of play with the proportions. Play with those angles. Everybody stop for a second. We're going to start this one all over. Just next to it on the page, we're going to do the same prayer. This time, we're going to start it with a different energy, a different kind of intention. Instead of the slow, careful drawing. What we're going to do is we are going to go for hyperactive drawing. All right? You're going to loosen your hand up, loosen back on that pencil. All right? Rather than kind of going like this, there's that line. This one, no, that, oh, okay. All right, it's not going to have that energy at all. This one is going to be like, all right, you're going to go like, woohoo! Okay, yeah. All right, your hands are going to go on like this. You're going to go, like, all right, so you're going to be dancing with this one, right? So everybody, first kind of like shake your shoulders out, all right? Everybody start going like, cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Say it, right? Cha-cha. Right, that's the energy that you're going to want to have here, right? So no, not this. Okay, you ready? So shake those shoulders. Okay. All right, now, here we go. You ready? Brand new drawing. We're not going to drop back into that old one and keep going. Ready? Okay, all right. Here we go. And go for it. Sound effects help. They're going to help you from getting stiff and taking it too seriously. Draw this out. Good sound effects. And smile as you're doing it. Just sort of, not a big grin, but just sort of a little sort of gentle smile come across your face, right? Just sort of relax your face, just a little slight smile, because what you're doing is actually, if you smile, right, your brain you can actually trick your brain into enjoying whatever you're doing more. There was a study where they had performance on tasks was better with people who were holding a pencil in their teeth rather than like holding a pencil. If you hold a pencil in your teeth this way, you do better if you hold a pencil in your teeth this way, right? On some little mental task, because one,
kind of engages like the frown muscles, and the other end started engaging the smile muscles, and that alone kind of tricked people's brains into like, okay, yeah, we're enjoying this. Let's engage more. Helps you not get tensed up. That's a ridiculous amount of
Especially after you just told us, no,
Yeah,
don't
that's
do
right.
that.
He's all, I am the product of sexual selection. Females think that this is really neat.
This does work better.
Isn't it? It's a different energy, right?
The others came out too small.
Well, you also ran out of room. Yeah. So this one is going to wander off in about half a minute. So if you haven't had the fun of this negative space here, carve that in now, because look at how cool that is. And the angles behind that leg. Isn't this one neat? All right, where you get to kind of come in, then up, down, down, that little negative space in there under its legs. Ooh, ooh, gotta love it. So here's what's going to happen. In the next 24 to 48 hours, your brain has a very important decision to make. What it's going to do is it's going to say, all right, I've got all this new information about mammals and how to draw them. What am I going to do with it? Are we going to hang on to this? Is this something we're going to be using? Or is this something that's just another irrelevant thing that we probably ought to prune out of our neural network? Your brain will do a very efficient job of pruning it out if you don't intentionally stick it in there. If this is something that you want to keep, there's a couple of really powerful things that you can do to make sure that this information and these approaches are accessible to you the next time that you want to draw mammals. So what can you do? Draw. So that's the number one. Get yourself out there, start drawing. Draw a lot. Right? You've got a pet, draw your pet. Right? There's a horse in the field nearby, draw that horse. Right? Draw the dog across the street. Don't wait for the Wild Kingdom moment where you see like the lion is approaching the gazelle. Right? No. Right? So what you want to do is just take advantage of whatever you can get access to. If there are no critters around, do a YouTube or Google image search, bring up a picture of a critter, draw that. And do a bunch of drawings instead of a few ones that you take a whole bunch of time doing. Play with getting a sense of texture in the fur. Play with blocking in some angles. Play with proportions. And then kind of don't take yourself too seriously. Look at your stuff and kind of go like, oh, yeah, here I wasn't really paying attention to negative shapes. I should have caught that earlier on, right? Notice sort of what parts are working the best for you. Do that again, right? And see if you start doing this on a regular basis, the trick is to get this to be something that you do and you do a lot. The person who draws the most wins, right? You want to get better at this? Draw a ton. So here's my challenge to you. What I'd like you to do between now and the next time we meet is, if you decide that this is something you really want to incorporate and to use, just start drawing up a story. I'm going to bring a little prize with me next time I come. And what I'm going to ask is, I have somebody who's going to have to remind me. They say, like, Jack, what about the prize? And here's the contest. Whoever draws the most pictures between now and the next time we meet right? Right? That person wins a prize, right? I'm gonna bring something that won't break the bank, but it'll be pretty cool. You'll be like, hey, that's cool, right? Right? So, because the way your brain works is like, if it goes like, oh yeah, we're not really using this information, it's gonna take it and discard it, throw it away, right? If this is something you want to use it, right? Have fun with it, enjoy it, make it your own. You don't have to draw exactly the same approach that I was demonstrating. If there are elements of this that you want to extract and use in your game, go ahead, do it. If there are things that aren't your style, that's totally cool. Absorb what is useful and discard what is not. Also, I'm going to be taking a bunch of this material and putting it on my webpage as blog posts. So a bunch of these sort of mammal anatomy things. You can see that again. I also will put up a download of this skeleton sheet. So if you want to sort of be able to like do another one and sort of play with that, and then get out, like draw the fur over that, whatever it is you want to play with. Give yourself a chance just to playfully goof around with it. The more playful goofing around, rather than like intense, gotta make art pressure. Right? That's the energy you want. Just do a ton. And it will make a huge difference in your ability to do this. The end of this month, we are heading out, if it's not raining. We're going to be at Point Reyes, at Pierce Point, and possibilities there of seeing tule elk. All right? So it's a tule elk preserve, and if the elk are out, we will be too. If you are, well, did I show you folks these? All right. Just a couple of other announcements. First of all, I want to thank all the folks who have donated to support this program. This program is done entirely with the donations and support of participants in the group, and also we have got some foundation support. If you are able to, it's greatly appreciated, and gosh, there's a donation can right over there. If at this point that does not work with your budget, I completely understand that, and I want you to keep coming and keep drawing and keep drawing. Your participation gives us more strength. But if it's possible, the donations that you have given allow me to do these programs for free, and at the same time still be able to help support me and my family. So I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much to my donors. A couple of other, here's the shameless commerce part of this program. This is hot off the press. Pretty cool. This is a guide to the birds of the Sacramento Valley. And if you've ever been out to Sacramento National Wildlife Refuge, Gray Lodge, and the other refuges out there, it's like this crazy place sort of right smack dab in the middle of the Pacific Flyway. Really fun place. So there's a map of like some of the hot spots. And here's the critters that you'll be seeing. Kind of a fun local bird guide. So I've just finished making this, and these, if you'd like one, they're $6. And the way that you handle that is there's just this is the honor bank. You can make and take your own change out of here. In addition, some folks have seen the field sketchbook shoulder bags that some folks in our Nature Journal Club have used to carry their journals. Can you hold yours up? So they used to have all these cool colors like this one, this green one, right? They're all like in these sort of nature colors. And then they said, let's not do nature colors, let's do loud blue and things like that. And I thought to myself, like, some people, like here's another green one, and this was like the old blue one, like the old school blue one. I like that shade of blue, but then they got into like these really kind of more sort of shrill colors, and I thought like that's like not quite. So I special ordered a whole bunch of ones, and now have them in all these cool colors. So there is there's a sort of a dull purple. There's this sort of ice blue. There's this chocolate brown one. There's 2 different shades of green, and so I'm pretty psyched about that. So if any of these look like something that you'd like to have to kind of organize your own Nature Journal kit, I like having the shoulder bag better than something in my backpack, just so that things are always on hand. If that sounds like something you'd like to do, please help yourself right here. They're $26 a piece if you can afford it. If you cannot and you really need one, I say take what you need, and if some point in the future you're able to pay for it, then at that time, please do. And if you're not, just go out and do kind things for other people with a little bit more vigor, right? I hope to see you sketching in the field. Thank you so much for coming, and have a great day.